save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and yeah, I gotta keep my energy level up because people seem to say that they enjoy my energy level. They like the energy. Yes, and I got a movie review. I got a movie review, but I got a story. I got a story to tell about the movie review. So usually on this channel, people ask me, say, listen, how come you listen? You don't leave the house. You're afraid to leave the house. You don't go out. You don't go do things. Yes, I went someplace. We went on a family outing. We did a National Lampoon's Vacation. We went on a little trip. Okay, went on a little road trip with the family, and we went to Salem, Massachusetts. Yes, because it's Halloween time, and that's where we like to go. So we go for like a 5-hour drive, 4-hour, 5-hour drive, whatever, to Salem to go see the witches. And at the time, they were having 4 stars from Hocus Pocus there, which I could care less about because I'm not really a big Hocus Pocus fan. But prior to going to because my wife's like, we got to make sure we get up early enough in the morning because we got to drive, and I'm going to do all the driving, and you got to make sure we get up early so we can go up there. And I'm like, okay. Now, number one, I never have any money, so I'm like, we usually just go up there. We usually just walk around and just check out the sights, and we go to the normal free places to go. There's plenty to see in Salem. People dressing up, people walking around. They got a indoor mall in there, which is kind of cool, and with an Alice Cooper figure that they've had on the wall for we've been doing this for probably about 5-6 years now, and they get the same exact figure on the wall. And every year I go there, I look at it. But this year I took a chance. I told my son, I said, "What?" My son's like, "You want me to go ask how much it is?" I said, "Yeah, go ask how much it is." Okay? I mean, it's been sitting there for 5 years, 6 years. Maybe it's not as expensive as it used to be, or maybe it's not expensive as it should be. And the guy's like, "Oh, that's." The lady at the counter, she's like that. I'm like, "Oh, $5? No, 500. I said, "Oh, so Alice is gonna stay here." So anyway, so prior to that, I had a guy, which I'm gonna forget his name, and I apologize. I get so many comments and stuff like that, but he's one of my regular YouTube subscribers. Okay, so much respect, my friend. But he shot out, like, I was talking about favorite, horror movies and this, that, and the other thing, and he shot out this movie called Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Okay, and luckily we have this kind of relationship where I can ask him questions and he can ask me questions. And Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Let me turn this around because you collected. You got to make sure you have your Dark Knight of the Scarecrow going this way. So when I was doing my research on Dark Knight, he's like, every year I watch Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, and I was like, what the heck is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? I don't own I own a lot of Scarecrow murder movies. I got I got Night of the Scarecrow or some kind of just Scarecrow. But I didn't own Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. And I was like, what is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? So when I looked it up, I actually saw the cover, and I was like, that looks wicked familiar. That reminds me of a piece of my childhood. That reminds me of me walking through a West Coast video back when I was, I don't know, what year did this thing come out? It's gonna shoot it out right at me in my face here. 1981. So wow, that was a long time ago, man. And I remember going to the video store and seeing this thing on a shelf and being like, I'm not watching that. A little creepy. It's got somewhat the same cover. The cover was a little bit different, little less colorful. It had a little faded a little bit, but I remember it stayed on the shelf. I never watched it. So he's like, yeah, Dark Knight Scarecrow. I watched. That's my gig. That's my show. That's what I like to watch. I'm like, so doing the little research, I send him a message. I'm like, there's a Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2. Now, being the completist that I am, do I need to buy Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2? After a little while, because it does take a little while for him to respond, after a little while, he's like, I'd stay away from that one. You don't need that one. I heard that one wasn't that good. Now, after watching this one, I got to buy Dark Knight of the Scarecrow too, because I really enjoyed this movie. Now, after I watched it, the researcher that I am, I went back and found out that this was actually a made-for-CBS movie. Now, I wondered that because it has the bar on one side and bar on the other side. It's not widescreen formatted. So I was like, this is a TV show. This was a TV movie. I could tell it's a TV movie because it got the bar on one side and the bar on the other side, which wasn't distracting. That didn't mess me up whatsoever. Picture quality was excellent. The sound quality was excellent. Everything was excellent about the movie. Now, it opens up, and I, like I said, I went into this absolutely blind. I did not do any research on it. I just said, okay, this guy likes Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. He's a longtime viewer. I trust his judgment. I'm gonna go buy it. So I went and I bought it. Which it was also kind of a sign to go buy it because they wanted $15.99 on eBay for it. So what I did, I just put a little hot on it, and I left it in my things that I've been watching kind of thing there. And then all of a sudden, we were driving, and I got not a message, but a offer for it to go. It was $12.99. He's like, it was an offer for $12.99. I'm like, $12.99. I can do that all day. $12.99 free shipping. $12.99. Okay, I'll take it for $12.99. So I grabbed it for $12.99, and I was dying to watch it. I was like, what is this? I don't know. I wanted to watch a good Halloween horror movie. This guy says it's a good Halloween horror movie. I want to watch it, and I put it in. I was extremely captivated. Now, number one, they're gonna show the guy in the back. This guy over here. This guy right over here. I remember him from Doc Man and from Dr. Giggles. Okay, that's how I remember him. This guy over here, if I remember correctly, he was Doc Hopper from the Muppet movie. Doc Hopper, French fried frog's legs, that guy. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then there's a couple other characters in here that kept popping up that I was like, is that Lodge Marge from Pee Wee Herman? And then there was another guy I was like, that's the guy that played the lawyer from My Cousin Vinny. And then he was also the father and son-in-law. And I was like, wow, I'm like, this got a ton of actors in it. And then even the little girl, this little girl right here. I have an Internet Movie Database thing yet. Haven't looked it up yet to find out who all of these actors were. But I'll tell you right now, this has a slew. That's the word I want to look. That's the word for today. Slew of big name now actors. Now, the Doc Man guy here, this guy right here, they're gonna give me all these guys' names. I'm never gonna get them right anyway. But this guy, the Doc Man guy. Okay, this guy, the guy that played the Doc Man. I'm gonna put him over here. I'm gonna put a picture of him over here so you guys know who I'm talking about. He plays a special person. That's the word I'm going to use because I want to be politically correct. I don't want anybody to attack me for saying that I said something that I wasn't supposed to say. He has some kind of disability of some sort. Reminded me a little bit of like a childlike mind. He really reminded me of the guy from what was that movie that is it Tideland? He reminded me of the movie the special guy from Tideland. Yeah, he's got like the brain of like maybe a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, or whatever, one of those type things. So what happens is he's with this. I'm not gonna give you too many spoilers. I'm just gonna start it off, and I'm gonna tell you to go out and buy this. I'm gonna tell you you're gonna buy it, and you're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna regret it. Buy it, okay? So the main character, this guy, the guy that ends up becoming Scarecrow guy, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna throw that to you. Maybe. Okay, I watched the whole dang thing, and I was like, was it not? Was it not? I'm not gonna tell you. There's no spoilers available in this. So, this guy's hanging around with the little girl, and the whole town is like, oh, he shouldn't be hanging around with little girls. He's done something in the past. Something happened to a little girl in the past. My guess is that because he has the brain of like a 6, 7, 8-year-old, he probably did something that hurt a little girl, or maybe he was playing too rough with her, or whatever it is. But, I mean, you make your own judgment on that thing. So what happens? Something happens to the little girl, and all of a sudden, Mr. Mailman over here, played by Doc Hopper there from McDonald's, French fried frog's legs, he decides he's gonna get a vigilante group going on. He's gonna get what is it? Is it vigilante? Is it he's gonna get a posse. He's gonna get a posse going, and they're all gonna jump in the back of the truck, and they're gonna go hunt down the guy that they think may have hurt the little girl, and they want to kill him. They want to put him out. They want to eliminate this guy from the town because he trouble. Okay, well, they do so because thus the Scarecrow, and come to find out he wasn't the one that hurt the little girl, and now all of a sudden all of the posse, the group there, are starting to be killed one by one, but in a TV CBS movie style, meaning I don't want to give away too much, but you don't really see the murders. You don't see the murders. You just know that they happening. You can see a little bit of blood. You see a little bit of falling. You see a little bit of this. You see a little bit of that. But they did it in such a way that it's like it was captivating. And okay, so number one, not scary. Okay, not scary. Comfort horror movie. Okay, so when I say comfort horror movie, I throw out Silver Bullet. I throw out there's one Death Valley. That was another great one. If you haven't never heard of Death Valley with the kid from Christmas Story, that was another one. Lost Boys. Comfort horror movies. Okay, you're not scared. You're not afraid. You're not jumping in your seats. You're not all Night of the Demon. I'm putting that one in my comfort movie zone too lately, because lately I've been watching some Night of the Demon. I'm like, this is just fun. You know, it's fun. It's not gonna scare you. It's not gonna jump scare you. It's not gonna make you have nightmares. This is just put it on you. This literally could have been, like I said, it was made for TV. This literally could have been like a Creature double feature back in the day, or Channel 56 afternoon movie or whatever. Even something that could have came on USA Up All Night at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it still wouldn't have upset me or mess me up in any way, shape, or form. But I do want to thank my friend, you know, and you know who you are. Like I said, I apologize. I don't want to throw it out there because I got like 5 people that always comment on my stuff. There's a Barrett with some numbers, Dave with some numbers, and I don't remember which one it was that threw this out at me. So I don't want to insult anybody, but hey, thank you, my friend, for pointing me in the direction of this. I'm happy that eBay seller cut me some slack, because I was up in the air about it for a while. Actually, that wasn't a while. It was like a couple days. Like a couple days. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this thing eventually. You know me. I'm gonna buy this thing eventually, because it looked like it was gonna be good. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.